Tonight on the PageantCast, we have Siouxzan Moore. She's America's Mrs. Delaware, and you're going to see it here live on PageantCast.
Welcome to the PageantCast, your home for beauty pageant news and interviews on the internet.
PageantCast episode 334.
Hi, I'm Erin Morgard, Mrs. Galaxy Virginia 2012, and you are listening to the PageantCast, the internet's first podcast about beauty pageants. Here's your host, Tim Kretschmann.
Welcome to the PageantCast. We have a great program lined up with you tonight. We're going to have Siouxzan Moore. She's America's Mrs. Delaware. That's coming on tonight's show. But I really want to kick off tonight's show to remind you about a very exciting event coming up. The United America pageant. I'm so excited. I'm going to be going out there to Austin, Texas, near the mid to end of June. It's going to be a lot of fun, but we need more people to sign up. We need folks out there. Get your applications in. Get them in soon. There's still lots of great divisions that need more competition. So get to the United America website. We'll have the link in the show notes at PageantCast.com. And check out United America. I think you're going to be very excited to be there. And I'm going to be there, so you'll get to meet me. Well, I don't know if it's a selling point, everybody, but I'm hoping it is. But come on out to United America. It's a lot of fun, and I know she's got some things set up that I can't talk about, but are going to be really cool. And you're going to have a life-changing trip to Austin, as well as the United America pageant, which, well, that pageant could change your life, too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope to see you all out there. Okay, we got to get going with our interview. Siouxzan Moore, she's America's Mrs. Delaware, coming up next here on the PageantCast.
Leave voicemail and comments for Tim and the PageantCast. Call 262-757-8576 and let Tim know what you think of the show. This is Mickey Singleton, Miss Petite United America 2011, wishing you tiara dreams.
It's time for another great interview on the TKPN Podcasting Network.
Hey, you're watching the PageantCast tonight, and we are so excited because we have right here in, well, not in our studio, but in her studio, Siouxzan Moore. She is America's Mrs. Delaware. Hello, Siouxzan.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
Oh, fantastic. Great to get to talk to you. It's been a long time since we last, saw each other. So
Yeah, right.
It's been very exciting to get to catch up with you tonight. Where am I calling you?
I'm in Middletown, Delaware.
Middletown. Okay. Where is that in the whole scheme of the East Coast there? Are you the center of attention or a little bit off?
They call it the Diamond State because we're like in a perfect spot. We're close to D.C., New York, everywhere. We're right in the middle. It's like they call it almost like the Diamond State because it's a diamond spot. It's a pristine spot to be in.
Well, fantastic. So tell me a little bit about how you got started in pageants for folks that are meeting you for the first time.
Well, I actually started in pageants when I was about 15, 16 years old. I ran for Popcorn Queen in Illinois and also ran for local fairs, Fair Queen pageants there. That's kind of how I got started. And then I wanted to compete for some scholarship money, so I started to do some Illinois National Teenager pageants and things like that because I did reside in Illinois, and just kind of went from there. I won $40,000 in-kind scholarship from Miss America. I won a $40,000 in-kind scholarship from the Miss Pennsylvania organization in the 90s, and I am very grateful. Mainly I did pageants because I wanted to go to college and go to school and didn't have the money to do so.
Now, you've been involved in quite a few of the Mrs. pageants, and you've been a director. What's kept you interested in pageantry all these years after the school?
Well, I think what kept me interested is I'm a very competitive person, first of all, and it actually does really give you a great incentive to keep in shape and really, not only that, but I think it's just betters you as a person. I've been able to get job interviews and do things that I don't think I would have been able to do without pageantry in the role I've been in, and a title holder just grow. For example, I met this lady last night that I had judged in the Miss Delaware organization years ago, maybe about 5 years, and I saw her last night sing. Oh my goodness, what a difference. And, she was never terrible by any means, but it's just amazing to see that growth pattern that pageants can do for you. So I really love seeing that, and that's one main reason I love to be in pageants too.
All right. Now, you've competed in many pageant systems, and you've had quite a bit of success. What are some of your pageant antecedents or past titles that you've had, other than the Popcorn Queen? We know about the Popcorn Queen.
Yeah. Well, that was a good one, though.
It is a great one.
Actually, I was Beauties of America 30s in 2010. I had competed 3 years for that national title and was honored to be that title holder and win that title. I had been Miss Southeastern Pennsylvania in the Miss America organization, Miss Eastern PA. I was Mrs. Delaware Globe, Mrs. Delaware America, and even Miss DC United States. So I've held a number of titles, but all of them I'm very honored to have in my background.
Well, congratulations on all of those. One of the things I have to ask you about, I'm not very familiar with the America Mrs. pageant. When is that going to be held? Where is it going to be held? What can you tell me about the pageant?
Well, one thing about this organization is it's kind of in its infancy still, even though it's 10 years old. This year it's a 10-year anniversary. I still consider that somewhat of an infancy level. Mm-hmm. But you know what? It really is a great system. They look for a individual that is really into helping their community and empowering women, and no matter what your age is. And that's what I really loved about it. Kia and Sharon Brown run this system. Maryland are very passionate about not only the Girl Scouts of America, which is their national platform, but also just letting women get out there and advocate for their platforms. They're very much on the sisterhood of pageantry, which is what I love too. No matter what system, they're very welcoming, directors, contestants, everything. But it's going to be held in Annapolis, Maryland, and it's going to be July 9th through the 14th. And I really hope everyone can come out and support me, because especially around my area, because I am Delaware, it's very local for me. So hopefully I'll have more than just a few hand claps. And although my husband and daughters have been great, I'd love to have some, more cheers than I normally do.
Well, I've seen your daughters in action, and they make an awful lot of racket when you're in there.
They've gotten worse, but they love it. They're actually excited to see me compete again. So.
Well, that's fantastic. Tell me, what are some of the phases of competition? What are all the things that you compete in?
Well, you have interview, of course, and that's a large portion of the competition.
Now, is the interview panel, or is it face-to-face or round robin, or what is it?
It's a panel interview.
Okay.
Pretty much like most pageants, it's a panel interview. And then we have evening gown, and we also have fashion wear, which is new for me. I've never done this before, so I'm still looking for my fashion wear outfit. And they have fitness, which is more of an aerobic wear sort of look. And depending on what age division you're in, they have a different outfit. So.
Okay, and they have a number of different age divisions available, and you can find out more at their website, which we'll put in the show notes, right?
Yes, it's americasmiss.org.
Okay. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to be back with more with Siouxzan Moore. She is America's Mrs. Delaware in just a moment.
Welcome to the United America Pageant!
The PageantCast is on the road again. We just signed up. We're going to be back at United America 2012. Now, it's a different time of year, folks. It's June 22nd through the 24th. It was in October, now it's in June, but it's the same great place. It's in Austin, Texas, and I heard about one of the very special things that we're going to be doing there. that's exclusive. The only place in the world you can see what we're going to be doing is in Austin, Texas. You're going to find out that's going to be released with a lot of other information. Check their website. We'd love to see all of you at United America this year. Come on out. The PageantCast will be there for United America 2012 in Austin, Texas in June.
Hope you are enjoying the PageantCast, the internet's first podcast dedicated to the world and women of beauty pageants. This is Jacqueline Green, Miss Michigan Galaxy International 2012, wishing you tiara dreams.
We're back at the PageantCast, and we're back with Siouxzan Moore, America's Mrs. Delaware, and a hearty tiara dreams to you, Sierra. So, Siouxzan, tell me a little bit about what competition, we were talking about the phases of competitions just before our break. What phase of competition do you like best?
You know, that's changed over the years for me.
Okay.
I think I used to love evening gown the most and talent, but this system doesn't have a talent portion right now. But I think for me it's interview. I really do love interview because I can actually express myself to and kind of showcase my accomplishments to the panel of judges that come in front of me. So, and I love doing that.
Okay. Now, tell me, what type of appearances have you had this year?
Oh, I've been continuing my anti-cyberbullying work. I've actually worked with the General's Advisory Council in the state of Delaware to do some anti-cyberbullying PSAs. At the end of my reign as the national title holder, I was honored to be able to do a PSA with the governor of Delaware against cyberbullying. So that's something that I'm really huge on. And I've also just scheduled a hero dance. I was Prevent Child Abuse Delaware's spokesperson as a child abuse survivor. So I decided to do, instead of a father-daughter dance, do a hero dance, because everybody has a hero, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's your father or mother, or it could be anybody. So I wanted to do that kind of fundraising dance and bring funds to Prevent Child Abuse Delaware. So.
Okay, for people with a situation going on, cyberbullying, what is some of your advice to those victims? How can they, I guess, maybe not fight back, but how can they protect themselves from cyberbullying attacks? What is it that they can do?
Well, you'd be surprised how many people aren't secure about their privacy. When it comes to social networking especially, you have to, I actually got a manual from the DTI in Delaware, which gave me a huge eye-opener as far as what people look at, mostly what they kind of found, and what you can do to sort of, not necessarily hide, but just keep your privacy private. And for individuals like myself who have, side businesses and things, sometimes you don't want them seeing that you have a bad day or things. It can actually kind of cloud in with your business persona. So it's really good to just make sure that you really look at what people are able to see on your pages and what you put out there on websites. And also anything you can do to just not post pictures, like, because I have children, I'm very protective of them and what I put on the internet with them. So it's a case-by-case basis, but really what it is, it comes down to really taking the time and taking a look at what your privacy level is on any of the websites.
Are the laws getting better to prosecute folks that are involved in cyberbullying and actually have them take some consequence for the behavior that they're displaying?
Yeah, actually they are. I mean, even recently there was some, I forgot what state it was, but somebody had sent me a link where there was actually a boy that was he was partly cyberbullied, but he was physically bullied and beaten up to the point where he was put in a wheelchair. And they finally actually the courts awarded the family compensation for that. And I know it doesn't make it better all the way, but they felt like they had closure to the situation. I've also, even when I've been at the gym and watching the TV in the morning, I've seen several cases where individuals are really taking it to the next level to try to have these individuals be put behind bars or, get the ramifications of their actions, because it really is a very detrimental thing. I mean, it still is hard for me to get over the cyberbullying I've been through, because I think I was more sensitive to it because I was a child abuse victim and I already had a somewhat fragile self-esteem from that. But you know what? I just have to keep trucking along and really just, for me, helping others and speaking to people about cyberbullying really does help me to heal in my own journey.
Okay. Now, where are some good places online for people to learn more about pageants? It's a positive. I'm not even going to talk about the forums that I will not speak about. But where are some good places for people to learn about pageants that are good, positive locations?
Well, you know what? I don't know specific websites, but I definitely know that when you go on, I've seen on Facebook, I have several friends that have Facebook pages and websites on there that are really wonderful. My friend Sherry Jenkins, for example, she is a wonderful, positive life coach and pageant coach, and she has a wonderful Crowning Achievement Facebook page. There's also people that I know that just have created pages just to be positive in pageantry, just to post positive things, showcase people. As much as we're all out here for the same common good, you'd be surprised how many people aren't really happy for each other, and I never understood that. We should all be happy for each other for what we're doing out there in the community through pageantry. So.
Absolutely. Well, I tell people, first of all, Facebook is going to be better than any of these anonymous sites just because somebody has to put a face with it. And preferably a human one, though I do see a lot of pets now out there. Saying that, I still feel if you want to learn a lot about a pageant, call one of the past title holders. Call them up. Use the telephone, or like we're doing tonight, do a Skype face-to-face and, see when they're rolling their eyes and going, oh, yeah, it was great. You need to find those things out. Was the hotel nice? All those sorts of questions. It's important to call past contestants, and they're going to be your best source of information. Well,
yeah, and they are, and I think that's great when they actually are I'm a very honest person when it comes to if you ask me about a certain system or things, but I never say negative things. I just want to make sure that you know everything about it.
Right.
And it's only my perception, so.
Absolutely. You have to take it in a grain of salt when somebody is trashing the system, too. You kind of go, all right, what is this really about? But I mean, just having that conversation a lot of times is just due diligence for anybody that's competing in pageants.
Yeah, and what I love about my system that I'm in now is they're very supportive of my platform and what I do, and all the ladies are really strong and out there doing great things in the community. So that's one thing I'm so proud to be part of this system, and hopefully, in time, maybe I'll be able to be honored with a national title, so we'll see.
Well, fantastic. We're out of time, but I want to thank you, Siouxzan. Any last things you want to tell our viewers? I almost said listeners again. Our viewers tonight before we go.
Well, I'm a huge quote person, so I live by them a lot of times, and Eleanor Roosevelt has a great quote that no one can make you feel inferior without your consent, and that's definitely a life philosophy that I live by, and I'd like to pass it along to others.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. That's Siouxzan Moore. She is the current and reigning America's Mrs. Delaware.
Thank you.
Well, thanks again, everybody, for watching tonight. Remember, we're going to be out at United America at Austin, Texas. Be sure to come on out. And if you're not competing, make sure to come out and cheer on your friends. It's going to be a great pageant. And Siouxzan, you want to invite everybody out to your pageant real quick?
Absolutely. If anybody can come, it's going to be July 9th through the 14th in Annapolis, Maryland. We're really excited about it, so everybody come and cheer us on. This pageant system is really growing, so we need the audience to grow with us, so hope you can make it.
Fantastic. Well, at the end of our shows now, Siouxzan, since we went to video, we had to do something more than just have the beautiful faces on the show. I want to see your best pageant wave. Can we get that up there? See, mine is usually like this. I do one of these. Yeah, you have to be ready for your next parade. So
yes, I'm going to be in one soon. So
fantastic, and folks can follow her on Facebook and all that great stuff as well.
Yeah,
thanks so much tonight, and to all of our viewers out there, Tiara Dreams. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.